This week's Tech Tuesday, what we're going to talk about is how to build the most effective, how to build a world-class IT department. And that's whether we're talking about internal resources and an individual full-time paid IT resource. So you have your own IT department managed internally, career path and everything inside the organization. Or we're talking about outsource, whether your organization that is supporting your IT is paid on a monthly basis or hourly basis. How to build the most effective IT department for your organization. So what we're going to look at today is the one metric, the first and foremost primary metric to know how effective your IT is at facilitating the mission of the organization or the small business or the medium business or the corporation. What is that first and foremost metric of how well IT is first and foremost keeping the things out of the way of getting things done? So everyone thinks of IT as reactive. Hey, I got a problem. Can you get here and fix this? Hey, IT guy, come over here and fix this. I got a problem. Everyone thinks of IT. Most small business owners, most medium business owners and organization execs think of IT as, if it's not down, it's up a lot, IT is doing fine. So the one main thing to look at in order to know that if it's effective is how much time is being spent on IT in a reactive, responding to measure. It's not necessarily downtime. We're not talking about downtime. We're talking about getting to the issue. How much time is spent on responding to what the computers need. That's kind of back-end errors that need attending to, server errors, network errors, that sort of thing that may or may not affect individuals, and the time, of course, for a user to pick up the phone and get some help desk and get some support. So what we want to talk about is that total time. Take that total time. Say it's a 30-person organization, and maybe it's 30 hours per month spent, and so that's 30 hours divided by 30 users, that's 1 hour per user per month. And that's fairly typical. It doesn't mean every user has an hour of needs. Some users might have more needs, and it doesn't even mean there's 30 hours of user needs, because you still have to take care of the computers and the network on a reactive sort of basis. Proactive, we'll talk about that later, but 1 hour per user per month is pretty typical. Now, I've talked to lots of organizations where it's larger than that. They're spending way much more time on reactive, responding to the needs of the network, and that's a problem. But for many high-performance organizations, 1 hour per user per month is too high. And that's fairly indicative of a need and a desire to see technology working in a greater and better way. So what we're going to talk about as we go through these series is a little bit more about those pieces, but for this week, the metric that we want to look at is how much time per how many employees. Thank you. This week's Tech Tuesday.